Mike McCarthy has withdrawn his name from candidacy to be the next Saints head coach. Ladies and gentlemen, according to Tom Pelissero, former Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy has decided to focus on the 2026 hiring cycle and will not coach in the NFL this season. Mike McCarthy, who never interviewed for the Saints job and there was little interest, decided to gracefully, with class and grace, withdraw his name. My, oh my, the hits don't stop, do they? My, oh my, the hits keep coming. I mean, it is almost 11 p.m. on a Tuesday night. I'm about to go to bed. I'm just finishing up watching Week 3 replays of the NFL, just all 22 and just constantly. That's how I stay ahead of the game. And what happens? Another domino falls. The Saints are one step closer to Kellen Moore, one step closer to somehow getting what everyone wanted. This is a crazy situation we're in, so I want to talk about it. I want to talk about a few things. First thing is the Kellen Moore thing. Now, I'm not going to gloat. I'm not going to, take a victory lap or any of that. That will come once we officially announce Kellen Moore. I'll save it for that. But it is interesting how after all this, after the Mike McCarthys and the Joe Bradys and the Mike Vrabels and the Ben Johnsons and the Aaron Glenns, after all that, the John Grudens, the Anthony Weavers, after all that, the Saints are going to end up with the candidate that everyone has been saying they should get but won't get. Young, innovative, offensive-minded, outside of the building, not tied to Loomis, not tied to Peyton, not tied to Allen, not tied to Carr. Successful team coming off of. Good resume. Resume as a play caller. Somehow, Saints got their guy. Potentially, allegedly. Somehow, we are a step away from Kellen Moore being the head coach. Now, this raises a lot of questions. Ladies and gentlemen. Because what happens to the narrative that no one would come here? What happens to the narrative that nobody wants to work with this front office? Nobody wants to be saddled with this cap debt. Nobody wants to work with Derek Carr or the roster or the aging players or Gail Benson or Mardi Gras or the Superdome or whatever. They have a shellfish allergy. They have a seafood allergy. They don't want to go to New Orleans. They'll never hire anybody. No one will go there. Another coach turned them down. What happens then? That's the question. Now, I'm sure the next comment is, well, they had no choice but to hire Kellen Moore. Well, Kellen Moore, like I said 10 seconds ago, does check off every single box. This is as good of a situation as the Saints could ask for. We have a clear path. Now let's look at the timeline. All right. The Saints go up to Philadelphia to interview Kellen Moore Monday night. Reports are that the interview goes late into the night and early into the morning. Okay. That's staying up late. That's a late night. Okay. The next day, Tuesday, aka today, McCarthy gracefully withdraws. You would think that is not separate from each other. You would think there's a reason. Okay. Now I'm not Sherlock Holmes. I'm not one of the Hardy Boys. Wasn't that their name? Not Jeff and Matt. The two, the duo, the investigative duo, the books. I don't know. I think it's the Hardy Boys. They didn't jump off ladders and go through tables like Jeff and Matt, but they solved a hell of a lot of crimes. Okay. So if we do end up with Moore, as a Saints fan, I got to ask the question, like, what else could you ask for? Because this is really no different than Liam Cohen. This is really no different than Kliff Kingsbury or Ben Johnson This is in that same world of all the stuff I listed. The young, innovative, offensive, good resume, successful teams, multiple stops, multiple destinations. Like, everything's lining up. Everything looks good. Everything looks good. Everything looks chill. This looks like it's going to work out. And I'm excited. I really, really am. Like, I am really, truly excited by this news. Because, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't have a problem with Mike McCarthy. Okay? Besides the fact that, games kind of passed him by, didn't call plays. When he did call plays, team got worse. He doesn't like analytics. Besides all that stuff, I have no problem with Mike McCarthy. But to me, Mike McCarthy was symbolic of the Saints settling. He was symbolic of the Saints just saying, you know what? Let's not take a risk. Let's just get a retread. Let's just get a guy who everyone knows his name. It's not risky. It's safe. Let's just get him, and let's not shoot for the moon. Let's just do this. Let's just just nice and easy. Mike McCarthy. Like, what's the old saying in the stock market? You buy. No one gets fired for buying IBM, and no one gets fired for buying GE. Like, yeah, sure, go buy some IBM stock. Like, cool, okay, right? Is that groundbreaking, cutting edge? No, but it's not bad nor good. That's what I feel like McCarthy was. Yeah, he coached the Saints 20 years ago. Yeah, Mickey Loomis knows him. Yeah, they're both kind of, McCarthy's at the end of his career. Loomis at the end of his career. Who really cares? Hire him. Whatever. That's what it felt like to me. Would he have done a good job? Who knows? But I feel like it just symbolized that hand up, kind of surrender, whatever mentality. Kellen Moore or any of the other young, innovative, outside of the building offensive coordinator or offensive coaches, all of those guys symbolize we are going for something. All of those guys symbolize we are striving to get back to those 15 years of Sean Payton and Drew Brees. We are striving to win the division. We are striving to win. We are striving to write that next chapter of the New Orleans Saints. That's what we're doing. We're taking a chance. We're taking a risk. We're not resting on our laurels. We're not trying to find a yes man. We're not trying to find somebody from inside of the building. We're not trying to do all that stuff. We are looking outside. All right? We know we messed up with Dennis Allen. We fired his ass. We know we messed up with Pete Carmichael. We fired his ass. Somebody tell him he's still outside of the gates trying to get in. His key card doesn't work anymore. Someone, please, God, get him off the premises. All right? We brought in Clint Kubiak, Shanahan Tree. We're trying to do different things. We're trying to do that. Didn't work out. Okay. Do we go backwards? Do we go back and hire a retread? No. Now, I'm getting a little ahead of myself because we haven't actually hired Kellen Moore. But that's where I'm at. And that's why I've been rooting so hard against Mike McCarthy. Yeah, he was cool in 2010 or 2000 and when the hell ever it was. That was sweet. It's 2025. Okay? It's 2025. So, no matter if you like Moore or whatever, or if you wanted McCarthy, I hope you see where I'm coming from with this. And I hope you see the vision for this thing. And 2 more points, because I want this to be a quick update. 2 more points. The first point is, people keep saying that the Saints are... like the NFL is basically stepping in and giving an intervention with the Saints because they're in such bad disarray. This ties in with a question I was asked recently. A commenter asked me how I kind of, in not so many words, how I kind of stay level-headed and I never get too high or get too low with the team, and I always kind of whatever. And the answer is, I think it's because I look at the entire league. Like, I watch the entire NFL. I don't just watch Saints games. I watch every second of every game of every team. I'm locked in. Okay? So because of that, I see like how bad it is in other spots. And I see in other spots that are way worse than the Saints, where if you're tunneled in on the Saints, it's like the Saints are so bad that you really will believe that the Saints are so bad that the NFL has to step in and have an intervention with Gayle Benson to either forcibly remove Mickey Loomis or sell the team. That is a real comment that I had in my video today. Okay? When you step back and you look at the Saints and you look at their last, since 2000, okay, their last 25 years, and you look at this, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 out of 24 years or whatever, you have double-digit wins. Add another 3 winning records on there with 9 wins, however many playoff wins, Super Bowl win, whatever. Then you look at some other franchises like the Jaguars. Look at this. Look at this. Since 2000, 1, 2, 3 seasons with 10 or more wins in 25 years. We're talking 2 playoff wins. You have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 additional winning seasons. So 6 winning seasons in 25 years. The Browns, since 2000, you're looking at 1, 2, 3 double-digit winning seasons. 4 winning seasons in 25 years with a 0-16 in there. At one point, they won 4 games in 3 seasons. They went 3 wins, 1 win, 0 wins. Okay? They went, quick maths, 28, 44, 3 and 44, or 4 and 44. Is that right? 4 and 44. It's late, ladies and gentlemen. 4 and 44. The Detroit Lions. Look at this. Everyone loves the Lions, right? Since 2000. Look at this. They've had 1, 2, 3, 4. Since 2000, they've had 4 seasons of 10 or more wins. And that's 2 back-to-back. Okay? So, like, this is another, and that includes a winless season in 2008, which the next season they go 2 wins. Okay? 3 wins 2019, 3 wins 2021. Miami Dolphins. They're a fun team, right? Since 2000. You look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're right there with us in double-digit wins, right? What do the Saints have? What did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, we have 10. Okay, the Dolphins have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 10 seasons of more than 10 wins. They have 7. Okay? Like, you look at the Dolphins in this 25 years. Is there intervention here? Is there intervention with the Lions? Are they forcing the Lions owner to sell the team? Are they forcing the front office to be barricaded from the building? Are they forcing the Browns to sell the team? Are they forcing the Jaguars to sell the team? Are they forcing... Then we go to the Giants. Everyone loves the Giants, right? They win Super Bowls. Look at this. In 25 years, they have the Super Bowls. They have 1 extra Super Bowl. They go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seasons of 10 or more wins with an additional 1, 2, 3, an additional 3 winning seasons. All right. Like it's not that bad. It's not good, but it's not as bad as everyone's making it out to be. And I totally understand. It's frustrating. But 9 and 8, 7 and 10, 9 and 8, 5 and 12 does not compare to 5 and 11, 2 and 14, 4 and 12, 3 and 13, 5 and 11, 3 and 13, 5 and 11, 6 and 10, 1 and 15, 3 and 14, along with whiffing on multiple top 10 picks. Okay? It does not compare to 4 and 44 in 3 seasons. It does not. So this idea that there's going to be an intervention and the NFL is conspiring to try and help out Gayle Benson because of this is laughable. It's actually laughable. The second point I'll make, and I should have done this at the beginning of the video, but I'll do it at the end of the video. I am not pro Mickey Loomis. All right? I'm not pro nor con. He absolutely is on the hot seat. He absolutely has to nail this coaching hire. He absolutely has to nail these drafts. He absolutely has to fix the salary cap. Those are all absolutely true criticisms. He should be criticized for what has happened in the last 4 seasons. 100%. But when you make a problem the problem, that is a horrible way to look at a team and a horrible way to look at sports. When you make one person or player or coach or whatever the problem, you're always going to be chasing that boogeyman. You'll always be so zoned in on that boogeyman that you won't see the rest of the problems. Okay? Is he a part of it? Yes. Does he deserve the criticism? Yes. But if you just go from boogeyman to boogeyman and you say, it's Derek Carr's fault, release him. It's Dennis Allen's fault, fire him. It's Pete Carmichael's fault, fire him. Now it's Mickey Loomis's fault, fire him. It's Gail Benson's fault, sell the team. If you're constantly on that volatile hunt like that, that's how you become the Cleveland Browns. That's how you become the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's how you become any of these, the Jets or the Giants or whoever. You have to have a foundation and an infrastructure in your team to where everything is being watched, everything is being graded, everything is being evaluated and risen, and everything is on the same standard. You can't just identify a boogeyman and pretend that everything is that problem. That cannot be it. Everything is all like working together in this big cohesive thing, but they're all independent. You know, like if the Saints are whiffing on draft picks, you can't just be like, well, if we fire Mickey Loomis, we'll start doing good on draft picks. We need to look at the whole thing. We need to look at who's evaluating the prospects. What happens on the actual draft day? Okay, what happens when they actually get on the team? Okay, what happens when it comes to developing? Okay, what happens when they get on the field? Like there's all these different cogs. You know, you got to look at the whole machine instead of just one part. So it's not that I'm pro Loomis or I'm trying to support Loomis or I'm trying to do all this, you know, like rah for Mickey. I could care less about Mickey. If he's doing a bad job, I'll be the first person to say it. If he should be, you know, if he deserves the criticism, I'll be the first one to do it. But this like boogeyman mentality is not it. It is absolutely not it. And, you know, if he gets more, I'll be the first one to sit there and say, great job. I will 100% say that was a fantastic hire and he did it again. And he pulled a rabbit out of a hat, whatever. You can say he backed into it. You can say it was luck. You can say it was serendipitous, if that's even a word. But kudos. And it would have been real easy to hire Mike McCarthy. It would have been real easy to stick with Darren Rizzi. So kudos if that ends up being how it is. And if it fails and Moore's horrible and we draft whoever and they're horrible, and then we'll be holding them to the fire. But I'll tell you this, and I'll end the video with this. It's an exciting time to be a Saints fan. I know people are going to hate hearing that. I know it. It's funny, man. Like, it's been nothing but doom and gloom in the comment section on Reddit or whatever. But I'm going to sleep. I'm gonna look like the damn Cheshire Cat, the biggest grin on my face, because the season isn't even over yet, and I'm already fired up for where we're headed. We got $60 million in cap space in 2026. We got $221 million of cap space in 2027. Yeah, that'll come down a little bit, no doubt. We've got the 9th overall pick. We potentially have a brand spanking new, young, innovative offensive coordinator off of a Super Bowl appearance. 50-3 as a starting quarterback in college. You know, we potentially have, well, we will absolutely have a brand new defensive staff, brand new offensive staff, new identity, new culture. We're shedding old players. We're shedding old rosters. We're getting the cap back in order. Damn. I mean, I might throw my jeans on and head down to the Cat's Meow right now. I might go sing a little Eddie Money. It's 3 for 1 still going on. I mean, I might have to walk down to Razzoos or the beach or something to listen to some Chief Keef dubstep remixes at the beach. I mean, it's not even midnight yet. I might have to get me a couple high noons out of the fridge and take a walk down to Bourbon and get knee deep at Rick's. Okay? Who the hell even knows? But I'm feeling so damn good. with this news. I mean, I haven't made a video at 11 p.m. I mean, you making videos at 11 p.m. That's how Kim Kardashian and Paris Hilton got famous, you know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, let me know. Let me know what you think. Talk to me. Get on in the comments below. I'll be replying like always. And I will see you in the next video. Mike McCarthy. Peace.